Now this is doing the rounds on the net here, and it's a fantastic video indeed. I just noticed this face here with one eye here looking at you. And it's on what Giza looked like 2000 BC. Yes, I mean they have just recreated this for us, and glad they have, because as you know, in the Ottoman Empire history, which ran this place for 500 years, they didn't really document anything. So glad for the French and British in the last 200 years telling us all about this. Isn't it just truly fantastic? And this head's quite interesting, isn't it? How it just happens to be there for a second. Look. Oh, look. Yeah, little added effect. And there's the lion's paws, looking nothing really like the one of today, that there, is it now? And all the water's nice and close here. A few palm trees. So this is what it looked like according to Facebook. Here it is today. And as we know, it sort of looked different, that head, back in paintings of years ago, but they must have changed it a few times, of course, had a bit of a change around. We'll have a look at earlier models of the head. Yes, this is a fantastic picture here, showing very lubery lips there in the early days, and developed more of a stiff lip idea. They stiffened the lips, as it were. There's many depictions here. Quite a big head here. I can't see really any pyramids in the background there. Maybe, you know, it's just the angle of the dangle, as it were. Oh, look at that picture there. Sort of looks like its eyes are shut in this one. Certainly a lot different to the current looking one, of course. And here a bit different again. Here's the Sphinx meeting probably Oedipus. Oedipus and the Sphinx, very famous story, of course. That's sort of a bit like George Washington, isn't it, really? So maybe George was reincarnated. Oh, that's it. Of course he would have been, you know. All that reincarnation stuff, very popular here. And look, here's a slightly different look even there. It's been going on here, which is the real painting. We're running out of Sphinx heads here. This one here over on the right you can't see. The Great Sphinx for kids, this one is. And here's one here, sitting here, look. Slightly different look again, really. Here they are uncovering it. Look at the paws. Not much like the one they show us there is the 2000 BC. Oh, look at this one here. Always people get on top of it. I don't know how you do, but they love to get on top there. There's another Oedipus Sphinx. That cat there. It's the guardian of the Sphinx, of course. There's a Sphinx lady, no doubt. She's involved in it somewhere. Oh, look here. The riddle of the Sphinx. Yeah, I thought it usually should be a female idea. But we know about the kings and queens, don't we? And then it's buried in the sand again. It sort of comes and goes. We're certainly got all these pictures of cats, but we're not getting many more different depictions of the Sphinx. Oh, there it is. There's that one there with the lips different. Now that's clearly a lot different, isn't it? Isn't that strange now? Even the headdress, you know, they really changed it there a lot. But luckily they came and restored it to its former glory, is what they've done, of course. Except for the paws, of course. The paws were done poorly. Here's the background shot, the one here. And here's one of those sites, 10,000-year-old Sphinx too, there is, of course. Different ages for the Sphinx. Oh, there's another one with nice lines on it. It's a very interesting creature, the Sphinx. Oh, look at this one here. Somebody's made one of sugar. The Sugar Sphinx. Yes, this is a rare image of the Sphinx taken from a hot air balloon. And look, somebody circled the head here. Oh, this is the electromagnetic survey. Yeah, it certainly doesn't really look like the head we know, does it there? I never knew there was a hole in the top there. It's a faded Sphinx. Now what's very interesting here is this seems to just stick right up here with nothing behind it. So that's a lot different to this sort of look here, isn't it now? Lots behind it. A riddle of the Sphinx, alright. That is a riddle. There's Napoleon at the Sphinx and the Battle of the Pyramids. So it was a central figure in the Battle of the Pyramids. And certainly this business has been covered up. Look again, it's nothing much behind it, so it seems like it's changed location. No wonder they call it the riddle of the Sphinx. They must have got up one night and it was moved and grown a back like this. Look at the paws, aren't they fantastic? Truly fantastic paws, there's no doubt about that. Well, here's a woodcut that they're dating at 1610. 161. Interesting number, that one. 11.6. Yeah, it's just not many really old paintings at all of the Sphinx. Only that one, 1610 is about the earliest we can find. I thought the Ottomans would have painted it, you know, gay abandon. There should be depictions all over Istanbul. But they had no interest in the Sphinx. There it is. Here's the like serpent Sphinx. It's sort of curved. Very strange depiction indeed. Athanasius Kircher, 1601 to 1680. His depiction of the Sphinx, quite interesting now, isn't it? Well, the pyramids, actually, I can't see. I'm looking for a Sphinx here, but it didn't seem to be important to him. Must have been covered with sand, of course, at the time. Yeah, so not much early depictions. It said the Ottomans were definitely not interested in this thing. Oh yeah, I've shown that one. Yeah, look, that's a great one, that one. So as you can see, it is truly a fantastic thing, Egypt. Now I've been looking for one in particular picture. I remember it was on the Dave J video of the Sphinx, and I can't find it. They must have taken it down, the actual picture, I'd say. I've looked everywhere. But I don't know about Egypt videos, but I do know Dave's channel's there, and if you go to playlists, you'll be rewarded. There's some good stuff there, that's for sure. Unlisted and hidden away. So go and check that out. Yeah, I just can't find that one picture. I don't know whether his one's up. You might find it on there. It's got Abel written next to it. Something to do with the Cain and Abel story itself. All these things link in, of course. All thigh bones connected to the knee bone, as it were. Yeah, so I just can't quite find... oh, look at this one here. It's an interesting... Visualising Giza. Ah, they were just obelisks in the beginning. I see. Now that's interesting, isn't it, in itself?